Well, based on our reporting today, the first consignment of the oil and the government's good for oil barter is expected to come in this week from the United Arab Emirates. Arab Emirates. That's a contract, according to government, is to guarantee supply of cheaper finished products. And government announced that initiative in October to address the depreciation of the cedi against the dollar, especially. And you make a point as to how this is going to change the dynamics when it comes to supply of fuel. I've not heard your thoughts on this barter. Do you think that it's going to be helpful in, to some extent, meeting us the supply of fuel to the markets right now as it is, and as we're hearing, as we've indicated that, well, we are getting fewer dollars this time for the BDCs to import fuel?
Yeah, so on the surface, if you look at it from the fact that, it's going to limit the pressure, it's going to take away the pressure that we have on the dollar, definitely it's going to bring a lot of stability, to the market, to the downstream market. But you have to look at it in a broader context. I always say that the devil lies in the details. This policy has to be championed surgically, brother. Why I'm saying that, because we do have a downstream in place, and the downstream is robust. And I think I have to congratulate them, I have to commend them. Where in other countries we're having fuel shortages, Ghana will never experience any erratic fuel supply, even in the midst of this anarchy and pandemonium within the international scene. So my bit of problem that I have, whatever the policy is going to be, they should make sure that they, groom in this existing, BDCs, existing bulk oil supply, the downstream players. They shouldn't work with this policy and segregate these downstream players. That is going to be a problem. Because I see this policy as, at best, medium term. I'm saying that medium term because I think it's not a long term and a sustainable policy that we can rely on. I always believe that any policies that result for we depending on outside partners is always energy security, will always have energy security ramifications. At any point in time, we need to make sure that we are self-dependent. And the self-dependent here means that we have to have a refinery that can refine this product. But coming back to the context of this deal, we have to make sure that we don't destroy our downstream sector. And I'm happy that they are involving a lot of BDCs and food in this kind of negotiation. And I also want to believe that they want to use Go Energy and the Goil as well as what's your boss to champion this. So they are already part of this downstream sector. The only thing is that the other players, how are they going to cope? Are we not going to destroy the market? Are we not going to bring fragments into the market? If the government handles it well, without bringing any segregation within the market in terms of other players, how they are going to be able to cope with respect to how they can get cheaper petroleum products to satisfy the market, then we are good to go. And I think, well, they've done that before. We just have to make sure that we champion the policy so that the gains are not disproportionate, to the potential negative impact. And the only potential negative impact that I foresee here is the fact that apart from Goil, Travel and Go Energy, who are going to work with this plane, what about the other BDCs? How are they going to price their products? Of course, we are in a deregulated region. So the fact is that if they can bring in the product in massive quantities, it's good for the end user as a consumer. In any case, it will be able to stabilize the market in the long term. But the question is that we should make sure that we don't destroy the downstream structure as it is now.
Yeah, and I know that Tema Oil Refinery has been on your heart a lot. You talk about the fact that we should have our own refinery. Now, if you're going to depend on other countries for finished products, it makes us a bit reluctant to pursue total revamp of the Tema Oil Refinery. Your thoughts?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why I always think that this is just a short, this, at best, I can say it's a medium term. First of all, how much gold do we need to champion this deal? If you do the calculation, we need about 200 ounces of gold, and we have to buy it. Bank of Ghana has to purchase it. All of these are precious. We are dependent on each other on this kind of route. If there's any blockage or any constraint in any of this supply chain, the cascading impact is going to be dire. So overall, it's a good thing that you have mentioned. Getting this policy in place, I don't think we have to push aside the long-term sustainable measure, which is having Tema Oil Refinery. And I think that if you look at the quantum of, hard currency that we use, about $400 million, I don't think we need more than $500 million to get Tema Oil Refinery in running mode. So yes, I think our focus to be to guarantee, self-reliance in terms of our energy security. And we can only do that if we have, a local-based refinery that is efficient and robust enough to be able to supply the downstream sector. And I think we can do that. Yeah.
All right. I appreciate